And here's yet another integration video. So here's the integral. I have the Wolfram alpha answer hiding behind this nice little shaded rectangle. So we will check that at the end. This one doesn't look much like anything else I have seen. It is, you could, if you want to try, multiply this root of x in through here. But that's just going to get you 5 times the root of x plus x to the 3/2, which is a whole mess in the denominator, which you definitely do not want. U being the whole bottom or just 5x doesn't look like it will work. So we just have to think about this. I do have a 5 plus x here. So, and there is no square root around it. So one thing you might notice is this. 5 plus x, a squared plus u squared. Interesting. If that could work, this would be an arctan. So arctan of u over a plus c. So let's see if it works. In this case, a would be root 5. Because if I want this to look like the arctan formula over here, this has to be a squared. So root 5 squared is 5. Now the x. If I want this to be, if I want u squared to be x, that means u would have to be, you have to think about, well, what squared would be x? And that is just the root of x. So this would be in the proper form for an arctan. Now, it's what you think of that. You know you have to do du, and du will be 1/2 x to the negative 1/2, or 1 over 2 root of x dx. If you notice, we do have that. So that's great. So I'm going to continue with what I'm thinking. I'm thinking du equals 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 dx, or 2 du is dx over the root of x. So if you look at it closely, dx, 1 over x times dx is there. This is a squared, this is u squared. So everything fits well. The 5 over 3, well, that's just a constant. So I'm thinking of this like this. 5/3 times dx over root x times a squared plus u squared. So this is du. So this is really du over this stuff. And that's an arctan. So without actually going through the u substitution, I know this is pretty much a straight arctan, except, which I forgot to mention here, the dx over x is actually 2 du. So like this would be 2 du. So I would have 2 times 5 over 3, which is 10 over 3. Now, if you want, you can do the whole u substitution thing if that helps. But I think this works out very nicely here. Times the arctan formula, because I know this part of it is an arctan, is 1 over a. Times the arctan of u over a. U is root of x. over root of 5. So it's a very strange looking answer. Let's compare it to what Wolfram Alpha has. I would assume that Wolfram Alpha is going to be a much different form because there's a lot of different forms you can put this in. Well, the arctan root x over root 5 looks good. They changed this to 2/3 over root of 5. So you don't have to do that. But let's just see if that matches our answer. Just looks like they would have rationalized. So we have 10 root 5 over 3 times 5. So it's looking pretty good. 5 and 10 reduce. So 2 root 5 over 3, that's it. So this answer is fine because it does match this answer. So there you go. Wait till you see the next one.